Edwards Virginia Smokehouse presents the Cured Meat Podcast. Today's question is, how does temperature play a role in the curing process?
So temperature from the beginning to the end is critical. And years ago, before they used temperature controlled rooms to cure meat on the farm, still people do in the farm, you would end up with an edible product at the end of the curing process, but some years would be better than others. And people would refer to, 1927 was a great year for curing meat because the temperatures during the winter, spring, and summer were conducive to making a better flavored ham. So the good news about the modern techniques that we use is we've kind of over the course of, in our case, 94 years, figured out what temperatures work the best from beginning to end. And it starts with the fresh meat itself. When it comes in, it needs to be the right temperature, not too cold, not too hot. It needs, the 36 to 39 degree range is perfect. Whereas on the farm, you had issues with it could actually be too cold and the meat get frozen in the first couple of steps of the process and it won't take salt very fast. Or it could, in Virginia, you can have especially today, you can have a 70 degree day, a week after you harvested the animals, which might have been perfect, 20 to 30 degree weather. And then Mother Nature throws you a 70 degree day. That'll ruin the batch potentially, depending on how long it's hot. But after that, you start off with the right temperature. Fresh hams, you salt the hams, like I say, at we like 38, 39 degrees, and then wash the excess salt off, move into a springtime room, which we liked 50 degrees and 80% humidity. And by the way, the salt room's 80% humidity also. And then we would gradually raise the temperature from the springtime room to smoking over a 3-day period, which is from 50 to 60 to 70, 85 degrees. We found that jumping from 50 to 85 in one overnight, it causes, we don't know why, but would cause some off flavor spoilage issues. So that gradual rise of temperatures is important. Then we smoke them at 85 degrees and ultimately take them into an aging room where we hold them the rest of the time at around 85 with a 65% humidity. Now, some people would argue that 65% humidity is too dry, but that keeps the mold from forming because people today freak out when they see mold on meat. But there is a benefit to mold on the surface of a ham, and in my opinion, enhances the flavor. But it was a trade-off. Some of the longer hams we have, we still get mold on them because of the amount of time and age that they're there. But that's, I think, one of the other things that impacts the flavor of those longer aged hams. If you deviate from those temperatures from room to room, each aging room is different. You could have different flavor profiles and inconsistencies in flavor. So it's critical that you stay within those ranges on temperature because at the end of the day, and I think most people don't get that cure meat. Sometimes they don't understand consistency is so important.
Yeah, and as Sam said, the key really is consistency, and I think that's one thing that we see. We deal with a lot of chefs and work with a lot of chefs that are doing curing in their own restaurants, which is great. I applaud the effort, but if they're just doing it in, say, their walk-in refrigerator and try to keep it towards the back, the coldest place, that door is still opening and closing all the time. So their units, they're going to see up and down in temperature and humidity. And, while the product may be okay, they're not going to be able to get that consistent flavor profile that they're looking for. They're curing their own meat. They're great. Whether it's hams, bacon, salamis, whatever the case, but it's not going to be that consistent product every single time. And that's where it's, certainly flavor profile. One of the big issues, and Sam hit on it, is making sure you got a safe product to eat. So that it's a matter of maintaining those temperatures and humidities in every step of the process as best you can.
Got a cured meat question? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.